Hey, thanks for joining us here on our 30th installment of Buster's Glitch Ass Gaming Podcast. I'm Tony Flowers, and I'm joined by the immortal Sucknavel, Oscar Warrior.
What the hell is a suck navel? You mean I suck belly buttons?
No, I don't know what the fuck. It's just some nonsense in that movie, Hook. You ever seen Hook?
No.
Oh, man, it's essential. You gotta watch it. But now we can't move on until you say Bangarang. That was fucking Bangarang, dog.
Bangarang. What the hell?
Yeah.
Is Hook like... Is it Hook like a Peter Pan movie?
Yeah. It's got a... It's got a... What's his name? Robin Williams. He plays Peter. It's a great movie. It's essential, man. You gotta check it out. And there's this... There's this moment where he and this character named Rufio are just sitting there roasting each other. And, yeah, that's one of the things that Rufio calls him, is an immortal suck navel.
What the hell?
Yeah.
He's basically saying that he sucks belly buttons.
And he comes back and calls him a nearsighted gynecologist. Yeah, dude, that movie's great. You gotta watch it.
A nearsighted gynecologist.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
You gotta get real in there.
Yeah, you gotta get all up in that shit. Let's see what's going on in here. Love it.
Good lord.
But yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since we recorded, man. It feels like a lot longer than it actually has been.
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, by the second week, I had to remind myself that we were still off. Like, it's crazy, man.
We just wanted to get right back into it. Yeah, I had to ask you a couple times. I'm like, we're not recording this week, are we?
Right. Yeah, and we're doing it again. We're gonna do it again.
We're starting back up. We never quit. We just took a break because of the holidays.
Exactly, and we're gonna do it again for Christmas and New Year's.
Yes.
Biash. Yeah. So this week we're recording our Discovery of the Year episode, which will air on New Year's Day.
Hi.
Next week we'll record our thoughts on our favorite reveals from the Game Awards, which comes on tonight.
Yes.
That's exciting, and that episode will air on Christmas Day.
Very nice.
Biash. But yeah, since we haven't mentioned it on the show since we've been off for a couple of weeks, I mean, Friendsgiving, that was so nice, dude.
It was very nice. It was fun.
Yeah, shout out to Patrick and Melissa who hosted. My lack of self-control when it comes to overeating was on full display.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, dude, like I had like a massive plate of food and I fucking cleaned the plate. And then I went in for some pozole, which you and Tanya made. It was so fucking good, man. So good.
Yeah, it's good.
And I even thought at that point I was about to burst. I wrestled with the idea of going back for another bowl.
Dude, it was so good. I couldn't stop myself before everybody ate with the dinner rolls. Those are really good too. The ones that Pat made from scratch, that shit was scrumdiddly-umptious.
Yeah, and he's sitting there talking about they're fucking garbage. They're going in the garbage. Like he didn't like the way they turned out. I'm like, dog, these are great.
They were completely fine. He said they were really doughy in the center, but I didn't run into any of them like that.
No, I ate 2 of them. I think I ate 2 of them. Yeah. Yeah, I loved them. So I don't know. You gotta lower your standards a little bit there, Pat. I think our buddy Ray is doing the same thing when he what's that bread called? Looks like a big old fat vagina.
The bolillos.
The bolillos.
Yeah, that's what they're called in Spanish. I don't know what they're called in English, but they're called bolillos.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure whether he meant it that they failed in taste or in the presentation of them. They look fine to me. The problem with bolillos is you gotta like broil them, because they're supposed to be like a nice like kind of brownish, dark brown color. So you kind of gotta like broil them before you take them out of the oven. Like once they're all cooked and rised and everything, you gotta broil them really quick for like 2 minutes, and it'll give it that nice browning color, and then they'll become really like soft and crunchy.
Gotcha. So that's the final step.
Yes.
And it looks like maybe he skipped over that, because otherwise they looked great.
Yeah, they look fine.
he posted the picture in the Discord and he's like, epic fail, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, they look good. Yeah, they look tasty.
You guys really have like crazy standards when it comes to your bread, man. Jesus Christ. Relax.
It's because we know how they're supposed to be made. And so if it's not like the stuff you buy at the grocery store or like a panaderia, it's not good.
I get you.
And a panaderia is basically just a Mexican bakery.
Well, you guys, is that the kind of bread that you brought with the pozole?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause that was great too. And I think even Tanya was just like, nah, don't like them.
She didn't like them either. Yeah. I didn't think they were bad, but she didn't like them. She thought they weren't. I thought they weren't salty enough. She thought they were too salty.
Huh. I liked them. I liked everybody's bread, man. Everybody makes good bread. Y'all need to take it easy on yourselves, man. The bread is good.
I'm opening up a bakery, Tony.
Yeah, and then give it out to the public, and then they can tell you en masse how good it is. And you can relax.
How shit my bread tastes.
Yeah, it's like this belongs in the dumpster. Don't go feeding this to raccoons. They'll fucking shit all over your building. You know?
You'll kill the raccoons. Exterminate their populations with this shitty ass bread.
Yeah, which one of you was it that told me that they're gonna be domesticated, or like they're showing signs of domestication?
That was Pat.
So crazy, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think that's the future for all animals on this planet. I think it's either you're forced to domesticate yourself with humans or just go extinct. That's kind of the situation with pandas, isn't it? And like some large predator type animals too. Like we really have to be careful with them.
Well, I mean, pandas I understand, because every video, everything that I've ever seen about pandas, they just look so clumsy. Like if we didn't intervene, they'd kill themselves.
Yeah, they would have gone extinct by now for sure. But I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with like other animal species too. Like we couldn't even save the rhinos.
Yeah, they got like folks out there scoping around for poachers, watching the last few rhinos, or I think it was the white rhino. Yeah, like it's a specific kind of rhino, right? That's like they're down to the last few or something.
Yeah, terrible, and I think the white rhinos are out of the game. There's no
coming back, huh?
No, I think it's only like they have one female or something like that, and no males.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes.
That's sad, dude. Really sad. But one day we'll face our turn as a species. Not in our lifetime.
No, not in our lifetime.
But yeah.
We'll be aight.
But yeah, when it comes to the Friendsgiving, that walk that we all went on afterwards was really really nice.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Much needed.
Yeah.
I needed to digest that stuff really quickly, man. My stomach was about to explode.
Dude, same. And then like Carlos, Pat, and Mel were all catching some Pokemon.
They were playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and it was all nice and chilly outside. The neighbors all had cool light displays up for Christmas. Yep. That was so nice, man. So nice. Yeah, dude. And then we all played a game of Plunder, Pirate's Life.
Yes.
Pat was whooping ass.
World of Catan. That's how I remember it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's not like Catan at all.
It works. It kind of makes sense too, because it plays very much like Catan. So
does it actually?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's farming for resources and stuff, and building your shit, and first one to so many points and all that stuff. Like, yeah.
You know what, bro?
Very, very.
That's the strategy I was thinking of going for, but I was like, you know what? This game's going a little slow. It's time to get aggressive. Then I started losing my fucking ships and shit. I had so many resources.
Yeah, dude. It started off pretty well for me. I was kicking all kinds of ass in the beginning. But then I was the first one to lose all my ships, and I'm sitting there. Was it your ship that my lonely little island took down? Like was it you that attacked my island, and you lost the attack, so I sunk your shit, and then Tanya's like making her way over to my island. I'm like, I wouldn't do that if I was you.
You better not. Yeah, because you had no ships left.
I had nothing.
It's just your little island to defend yourself, to bring yourself back to life.
Yeah, just haunted by my ghost, the vengeful spirit of Dushmo Pilfin.
Yeah, I sunk my Flying Dutchman, my Davy Jones.
Yeah, dude, you went right to the locker.
Such an idiot. I knew I should have just fucking farmed resources.
Yeah.
That strategy always works, even in real life. Just farm your resources, build your military up in secret, and then try to conquer the world.
But I mean, your initial strategy to try to go after Pat, since he was weakened down to like 1 health on his ship, like that's pretty accurate. You know, go for the easy pickings. You know, pick off the sick, the dying, and the weak.
Make treaties with the strong, pick off the weak.
That's right. Yeah, you should. Yeah. We should have joined forces and fucking dominated the whole board, but no, Pat was kicking ass before we all called it a night. It was running a little long there.
Yeah, Tanya was out for the count. She fell asleep as soon as she like sat in the car. She was out.
You could tell she was out of it, man. That
was my navigator.
That day took a lot out of everybody, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I say next time we do something like that, let's gather as early as possible so that way we have more time to play World of Catan.
Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me. Yeah, because time just really was flying, man. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll look forward to doing something a little pretty soon, I think. Pretty soon. And
and I was getting hit on by a cat.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, that was the highlight of the night. Pat's cat, Pookie. You're her man, dude.
Fucking Pookie, yeah.
She loves you, man.
Yeah, she was just like all over me, dude.
Yeah, that was the funniest, because you have a bunch of dogs. You don't really interact too often with cats, right? So it was just so funny that she took such a fancy to you personally and almost exclusively.
It's a good time.
Yeah, that was so good. And then Patrick eating shit.
Oh yeah. Almost killing his cat. Yeah, he almost fell on top of Sasha.
So good, man.
So funny. Ow!
Yeah. Totally had that coming, Pat. Totally had that coming.
Oh, real.
So this is our 30th episode, man. This is exciting.
Episode. This is a highlight.
Exciting. Yeah, another milestone for the glitch ass boys. And yeah, I'm gonna start adding an opening, some section transitions going forward, which I made during our first week off.
Very nice.
And yeah, man, I'm just happy to get back to it, man. I didn't think I'd miss doing this as much as I did.
Yeah, it's really, what I like most about doing the podcast is it's really engaging. I feel like it's really improved my critical thinking skills, like taking in information and then figuring out how to sort it in a document, as well as how I'm going to present it. Yeah. You know, in this podcast format. I feel like it's been really helping me. Plus, I really enjoy typing, especially on this new keyboard that I got, because I went to the new Micro Center in Arizona a couple weeks back, and I was just looking at a bunch of different stuff, and they didn't have any like keyboards or anything because they were doing like the Black Friday sale stuff, but I kind of got an idea of what I wanted, so it really helped narrow down what I wanted to get, and I just bought it on Amazon, and I got this new keyboard. It's just so crisp.
One of the mechanical creamy keyboards.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool, man. I don't have one.
Feels good in my hands.
Just one of those little flat ones we have at work.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mechanical ones are really there's something very satisfying about the tippy tappy sounds and shit that it makes. Fucking so we're like almost halfway through December, and they're starting to play the Christmas music and you know, dashing through the snow. But like now it's like you take some of the best singers and performers on the planet and you have them sing that song, and instead of going like, hey, dashing through the snow, they take that one word, dashing through the snow, and they're like all of the fucking, just every note possible they have to hit it before they move on to the next word. And it's like, why are you showing off, dude? Just fucking sing the song. Take it easy.
They have to add some zest to it.
But like way too much.
Yeah, sometimes it's too much.
Like have you ever heard one of those, like Mariah Carey? I hate to rip on Mariah Carey, but it's a staple of our household. Growing up, my sister loved Mariah Carey. My mother said she'd sound like a dying cow, and I totally get both sides. She's an excellent singer, but it's like, fucking just sing the song and move on. Like, you know,
like, take it easy. Come on.
Yeah, sing the fucking song. Like, no one's ever gonna be like, damn, she just sang the fuck out of Jingle Bells. You know?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's very extra with her notes.
Do you have a favorite Christmas song? Or any that you can't stand in particular?
I mostly enjoy, what would it be called? Like church music, like the gospel.
Oh yeah,
ones that you have to sing at choir.
Yeah,
I love that
totally.
shit. Yeah. It always sounds so like magical to my ears.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it has that Christmas vibe, and it's just like it just fits so perfectly. I love it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%. Those are the best ones. The choir, yeah, with the all the instrumentals, the orchestra, all that stuff. Like, yeah, that's the vibe right there, 100%. And when it comes to like the classic, you know, your Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers and shit, I fucking hate that song, by the way. That song sucks. That's the worst Christmas song ever. Fight me on that. Not you, but anybody. Rudolph sucks.
anybody that enjoys that song, fight me on it.
Yeah, because Rudolph, the whole story is basically like, it's who you know in life. Like these kids, like they literally go from, you know, whooping his ass and calling him names and, you know, like, hey, he's a fucking loser because he's different. And then it turns out he knows the head honcho. And they're like, and it literally said, and then how the reindeer loved him. It's like, oh, really?
Shit, this guy's cool with Santa?
Now they love him.
Like, my bad, dude. I didn't know you had aura like that, Rudolph.
Like 2 seconds ago, you were hitting on my chick. Now you love me? Fuck you.
Yeah, right. Now you respect me? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's about who you know in life. That's what the message of fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is. That
Rudolph
song sucks.
has like a really thick Boston accent. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself, you cucks.
You jagoff.
You know which one's really good though is Drummer Boy, the little drummer boy.
I like Drummer Boy.
I like the message behind that one.
I really enjoy Silent Night. That one always gets me in the Christmas mood.
Yeah, Silent Night's great.
That one's got me floating
Christina
in the air.
Aguilera fucking singing it.
Oh,
then she's gonna ruin it. You know, it's supposed to be all Silent Night, and she's like, you know, just fucking relax and sing this song.
It's like, all right, speed it up.
Yeah, but yeah, all right. Before we move on, since I don't think we mention it enough, I just want to remind everybody watching or listening that we do this every week on top of working full-time jobs. We aren't industry veterans or insiders or journalists, just a couple of guys who love talking about video games and what's going on in the industry, and we truly appreciate any and all feedback and engagement from you, the audience. So thanks for checking us out. Shout out to Brandon, a dear old friend of mine. He hit me up to let me know that he's been tuning in and thoroughly enjoying the show as he's driving around. So
good fella.
Yeah.
He's not the guy that joined the Discord recently, is he? No, right?
No. I should send him an invite to the Discord. No, that's our boy Jonny. Yeah, and shout out to Jonny as well. Jonny Flowers. Yeah, he likes to stream he streams a lot of horror games. Like he's doing that a lot on Twitch. I'm gonna crack one of these fuckers open. Is
that a bubbly?
Well, the equivalent, yeah, off-brand equivalent. These are pretty good. You get a lot more for the same price too. So
you got that Kroger special.
Yeah. But yeah, if anybody else out there ever wants to write in with any comments, questions, critiques, or suggestions, please do. We'd love to hear from you.
Please tell us that we sound like shit.
Or that we sound like, I don't know, the most angelic human beings that you can listen to us. You can listen to us and, you know, diddle yourself that we just have those voices.
That's weird. Don't. If you do, don't tell me about it.
Yeah. Tell me about it and I'll tell him. All right. What do you say we move over to the corrections section? We got a couple of things in here.
Yes, please. Let's talk about Lara Croft's jean jorts.
Yeah. I remember we joked about this ending up in the corrections section. Remember? Like when we were talking about it originally, Lara Croft and her jorts.
Yes.
Like, yeah, because like it didn't sound right, but yeah, I ended up looking into it, and yeah, she does not in fact wear short jorts. They're just khaki booty shorts.
They're khaki booty shorts, yes.
That is it. But yeah, I would actually play a Tomb Raider game if somebody modded in some big ass jorts for Lara, like what Kevin Smith wears. You ever seen that?
Kevin Smith?
Yeah, look up Kevin Smith, huge jorts.
I think, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's amazing. He's like at a gas pump or something. Yeah. He's got like the biggest jorts in the world on.
Those are basically jeans at that point. Right. They're down to his fucking ankles.
Yeah, we need a mod in Tomb Raider where Lara's wearing some Kevin Smith jorts.
Big ass jorts. Hell yeah, dude.
I bet she can make those a trend, man. She's confident enough to rock those with no fucks given.
I think so. I thought you were talking about like cholo jorts. Like she just rolls up, rocking some cholo jorts.
Nah, she's all about them khakis, man. Just booty shorts.
Them booty shorts.
That's it. And then Mew. How to find Mew in Pokemon Blue and Red. You know what? You were right, actually, when we were originally talking about this. So you were like, yeah, I think it was an event Pokemon. And you were right. Mew was originally intended to only be acquired through promotional events sponsored by Nintendo at places like Toys R Us. And I sure as fuck didn't get Mew that way. So I looked it up to jog my memory, and there was a glitch that, if done correctly, would spawn a little level 7 Mew that you could capture. That's how I did it. Yeah.
Gotcha. See, I didn't get a chance to do that. Because I think I was talking about the rumor about like Mew being underneath a truck or some shit, where we were talking about like how you can't, like, because of the internet, you can't spread like rumors anymore about like video games and shit.
Yeah.
They'll, like, quickly call you out on it. Yeah.
And even the glitches that we're talking about, like, imagine if something like that was discovered in one of the more recent Pokemon games or any modern AAA game. That shit would get patched out so fast.
Yeah.
And nowadays, the only thing resembling cheat codes involves your wallet.
Dude, I miss that so much. I miss when cheat codes were a thing in video games.
Yeah, dude. Did you ever get one of those Game Sharks for the old consoles?
No, I always wanted one, though.
Yeah, when I finally got one, I felt like such a hacker, man. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I wanted one so badly. I remember the fucking cheat sheet that I would make myself for like the GTA San Andreas cheat codes.
Yeah.
And I would have one specifically memorized. I forgot what it was. I think it was the one to like max out your health. Because something I would do is I would run away from like cops. I'd do some like bad shit and like get myself to 5 stars and like run away from cops in like my flying like UFO car. That I get with a cheat code. So I had that one memorized, but I also had the one to like fill up your health instantly.
Yeah.
And so like whenever I was low on health, I would just input that code really fast and just get immediately back to full.
Yeah, dude, that was so much fun. Same, dude, same. I memorized so many of them, like, you know, to lower the wanted rating, all your guns. Like there were a couple of different ones for the different groups of guns. I think there were a few of them. Yeah. Infinite ammo, and then they had some ridiculous ones that I remember in 3. I don't remember if they did that in San Andreas, but they had ones where all of the pedestrians had random weapons, and then there was another one on top of that where pedestrians riot, and then there was another one where there was like no traction on any cars. So if you turn like all 3 of those on, it's just chaos outside.
Chaos,
yeah. Everybody is like killing each other in the streets, and cars are just flying down. Dude, it's like, okay, turn on those cheats and try to survive as long as possible.
Because the one with no traction, the cars would drive normally, right? But if you touch them, they would just go out of control.
No, they would drive normally, but they couldn't slow down or stop. So as soon as they got going, they wouldn't stop until they hit a wall, yeah. And they would be exploding, and people are like shooting them with rocket launchers in the streets and everything, and it was just pandemonium. Hilarious, dude. Yeah, you don't get shit like that anymore, man. You just don't.
I miss those days, yeah.
Yeah, but let's not get too caught up in memories of yore.
Some nostalgia.
On to the download.
Number 1, we've got the Game Awards 2025 airs tonight, Thursday, December 11th, from the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. The show will begin with the opening act at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, with the main ceremony following shortly after. For the first time, the show will be streamed globally on Amazon Prime Video, included with a Prime membership, in addition to free broadcast channels including YouTube, Twitch, and Steam. Well, that's nice, considerate of them.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, the viewership.
That big.
Yeah, the viewership keeps rising every year, man. So
very nice.
More folks are tuning in.
Replaced E3.
Well, no, E3 was more around the summertime. So Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest kind of filled that void a little bit. Well, in my eyes, he filled it just fine. Like I used to look forward to E3 every year. Now I'm just like, all right, well, fuck it. Summer Game Fest is there. So, and that's like basically a whole week of shit. So I'm cool with that.
But I think a lot of the viewership went to those two, though. Like it's shared between these two things. So this, in my eyes, this is also keeping E3 alive, because instead of going to a physical event, why not just let companies set up their own presentations and stream them? You know, like a giant like Emmy Awards ceremony. You get to do that twice a year.
That's a good point. Yeah. I'm so excited, man. Are you gonna watch this here?
Yes. I believe it starts 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, because we're an hour ahead.
From what I saw, it looks like it's gonna be 4:30 our time. I might be wrong.
Is it our time?
I think so.
I always get confused with like Pacific time and Mountain Time, because I'm pretty sure we're like an hour ahead of them.
Okay, well, I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure the pre-show starts at 4:30 our time, and then the main show at 5. I'm pretty sure of that, but yeah, I'm so excited, man. I've watched every year since its birth back in, I think it was like 2015. Was it 15? Okay, shit, fuck
yeah,
me.
2015.
And then even before that, when it was just the VGAs on Spike TV.
I remember that.
I watched a few of those whenever I was able to, and yeah, I've always appreciated Jeff Keighley's dedication and love of the industry. The the cringy shit that inevitably shows up in the shows it's just part of the appeal for me, man. I love it, and it's much less present in the more recent shows. But when you think about it, you're basically taking a bunch of devs who spend their lives in front of a computer doing nerdy shit, and then you're throwing them on a stage.
And they're all just really awkward.
Yeah, in front of a mess, just like, hey, you spend your whole life behind a monitor. Now get on stage and speak remember these lines and say them in front of this massive audience with a bunch of live cameras in your face. It's hilarious, dude. I'm surprised none of them have ever passed out or shit their pants.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, how have we not seen just some people drenched in sweat, like passed out on the stage?
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for that. Like one of these days, it's bound to happen. Someone's gonna shit their pants on stage, and it's gonna be hilarious. And I'm here for it, man.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, these are the people that make the games that bring us countless hours of joy. So I'm really glad that Jeff is giving them not only a place. Yeah, and so a place to advertise what they're currently working on, but it's also a night to honor them and show them how much their art means to people outside of, just the dollars and cents that they make, So, yeah, I love the Game Awards. Always have, and I'm looking forward to watching tonight. 100%. Can't wait, dude.
Me too. I'll see if I can't watch the whole thing. I may have to just break it up in parts.
Yeah, it's a bit long in the tooth, man. I wish they could cut it down a little bit, especially since we have to go to work tomorrow. And I got, gotta do some shit, Let's not get all the way into the late evening there, Jeff. Take it down.
Take it down a notch, buddy.
Yeah, just sing the song and move on. All right.
Nice.
Number 2, both Sony and Nintendo rolled out minor system firmware updates this week, with the common theme being system stability. PS5 and PS5 Pro's updates cited improved messages and usability on some screens. Meanwhile, the Switch and Switch 2 continues to enhance the user experience through their updates, following on the heels of a recent fix that allows Google Pixel phones to function as a webcam for the Switch 2's game chat. Very cool. I have a Pixel phone, but no Switch 2.
Youch.
Womp. I know, right? Womp womp.
That's a pretty penny you're gonna have to spend for one of them bad boys.
Yeah. Otherwise,
if you want to.
Yeah, well, I really do one of these days, but Jesus.
Yeah. I never know what to say about these firmware updates. Stability doesn't really give us much feedback.
Exactly, yeah. So it's just kind of like, we just throw it out there. Just for anybody that didn't know or cares. Stability. Yeah.
Bring me my Nintendo Switch themes.
Yeah, themes, man.
I'm never gonna stop talking about that. I want fucking themes, bro. I'm sick and tired of something I hate seeing nowadays is how modern everything has become. It's convenient, but a little bit too convenient that it sacrifices, I think, creativity
and fun.
And yeah, like, and fun and charm to the system, because like most of these like UI designs for these game consoles are so boring. They're very monotone, you know.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, like they're strictly for usability and not so much for customization.
For creativity and customization. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
I want my 3DS skins back. Give me that shit back.
That'd be sweet. Well, but yeah, that's all I got for that. If you're looking to move on, let's move on.
Yeah, I just wanted to shit on game companies real quick before we move on.
Please, let's shit all over them. But yeah, release radar.
Number 1, we have Grasshopper Manufacture officially announced that Romeo is a dead man, will launch on February 11th, 2026 for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Players control Romeo Stargazer, an FBI space-time agent known as Deadman, who uses swords and guns to hunt cosmic fugitives and find his girlfriend, Juliet, across multiple universes. Goichi Suda, the founder and CEO of Grasshopper, reassured fans that the game contains no AI-generated material and teased that a Switch 2 version is something the studio is actively looking into for the future. Nice. Dude, I'm so glad I finally got a release date for this game, and it's not too far in the future, thankfully.
Yeah.
I only got to wait 2 months.
Yeah, it's practically imminent.
I know. I'm so excited. Ooh.
Yeah, if you checked out last week's episode, you'd know that this game is one of Oscar's most anticipated titles of 2026.
Yeah. I'm very excited for this one.
Yeah, and go ahead.
I was going to mention that it's very appropriate that it's getting a Switch 2 version because Goichi Suda kind of got his start with the No More Heroes franchise on like the originally when it came out on the Wii, and then they got the re-releases on the Switch. Mm-hmm. Plus the sequel, the third game. So it makes sense that it would get a Switch 2 version.
Yeah, hopefully that materializes. That'd be sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a fan of Goichi Suda's previous works, I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about this one once you get your hands on it. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure that my buddy Brandon, who I mentioned earlier, was the person who originally told me about the No More Heroes series. So unless my memory is as shot as I sometimes say it is, he's most likely looking forward to this one as well. So
very nice. Should ask him about it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be like, have you heard about this game? If not, you might want to look into it. It seems like it's gonna be right up your alley. And you know what's funny? I just realized it as you were saying it. Romeo and his girlfriend Juliet.
Yeah.
I just know, like, as soon as you were reading it, I was like, oh, his girlfriend's Juliet. Huh, cute. I like that.
Very poetic.
Simple.
Thank you, Goichi Suda.
I appreciate it. Do you have a platform in mind that you're thinking about grabbing this one for?
I'll probably get it for the PS5. I'm thinking.
Okay.
No. Just to give it its best possible option of... Oh, no, wait, but it said it was coming to PC too, right?
I believe so. I don't know why I didn't put that in the little write-up here. But yeah, I think you're right.
You did put it in the write-up. My brain forgot about it instantly. No, but I'll probably still get it on the PS5. It seems like a game I'd want to play on the couch.
Yeah, my bad. I was already looking ahead to the next story here.
You're okay, bud.
I was like, wait, I don't see. I mean, if you have nothing else to say about it, this one's totally. That's your ball game there, brother. Okay.
I'm just excited for it. Can't wait.
Yeah, dude. All right. Well, moving on. Number 2. With new hardware comes new ways to sell you another copy of Skyrim. So, on December 9th, Bethesda released the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition for the Nintendo Switch 2. This will be a $70 purchase, unless you already own the Special Edition, in which case it'll be a $20 upgrade. And it's free for anyone who already owns the Anniversary Edition. The Switch 2 upgrade features enhanced resolution, optimized performance, and significantly improved load times. Additionally, it introduces Joy-Con 2 mouse support, and you'll have access to all of the Creation Club content and the Legend of Zelda exclusive gear. Oh, Todd. That son of a bitch.
Todd.
He just can't be stopped.
Howard. No, he can't be stopped. He just loves bringing Skyrim.
They straight up said that they're going to keep selling it as long as people buy it. So I've bought and played Skyrim as many times as I'm willing to do in this lifetime. How about you?
Really? I've only ever played it the one time.
Yeah, I'm over it.
I was satisfied with it the one time I played it. I couldn't imagine myself buying it again.
Yeah, I did buy it a couple of times because the prospect of playing it with the better visuals, and I think it was like on the computer and it was like fucking dirt cheap and everything. I was like, oh yeah, it's time to play Skyrim again. And I bought it for real cheap, installed it, and as soon as I turned it on, I was like, I'm not in the mood for this shit. Like, it's like it immediately came back to me that I sunk so much time into this game. I played the absolute fuck out of this. Why would I do this again right now? I'm not ready for that again. So then I just immediately uninstalled it and never touched it.
It is a time sink because it's one of those games that'll just sink its bangs into you and it won't let go.
Oh yeah.
But you know what's crazy about this game is it's been out for so long that like I think a new generation has already like grown up and I think is old enough to be playing stuff like this. So it's like in a weird way the game is kind of getting a lot of new players.
Yeah.
But to come and play this game.
According to everything I've been seeing, there are definitely better places to play this game because it's been pretty negative in terms of response so far to this, and not because Todd Howard's trying to sell salt to the ocean, but because some folks are saying that there's like significant input lag. Others are complaining about it being locked at 30 frames, which
on the Switch?
On the Switch 2, yeah, it's like locked to 30 frames, and they're expecting more out of the Switch 2 at this point. And then they're saying that like the file size is I think like over 50 gigs, and they're like, dog, what the fuck, you know?
Damn, dog, what? 50 gigs?
Yeah, so if any of that sounds like a turnoff to you, you may want to hold your mountain climbing horses on buying this one.
Oh yeah, God knows I've done that for hours.
Yeah, the mountain climbing horse. Yeah,
you just gotta find the right polygons to get up the mountain. Yeah, and I always use the horse, and then sometimes I would lose the horse, or the horse wouldn't listen to me, so I would abandon it on the side of the mountain and just continue on foot.
Put a fucking arrow through its ears. Yeah, it was good.
What a shared experience.
Yeah, the mountain climbing horse, man. But yeah, apparently even the free upgrade process has been giving some people issues. So, purchase with caution. Maybe wait. Yeah, there's better places to play.
I say just get it on Steam so you can mod the hell out of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I would say if you're gonna play it somewhere, get your PS5 or on Steam. Yeah. And especially if you've never owned it before, that's a $70 purchase on the Switch 2.
That's too much.
Yeah, dude, you can get it for much cheaper on the computer or on a PS5. But if the Switch 2 is all you got, then sorry, man.
Well, that's a game that always goes on discount as well.
Yeah, and it's not it's not a Nintendo first party, so it's bound to eventually go on sale for $30 or something. Maybe one day.
I think so.
All right, but yeah, let's move on to this week's releases.
This week's releases. December 12th, we've got Alchemy Factory by D5 Copperhead, releasing into early access on PC. Next, on the same day, we've got Code Violet by Team Kill Media, coming out for the PS5. Next, again on the same day, Everdream Village by Moon Eaters, releasing into early access on PC. And then finally, December 12th, we've got Terminator 2D, No Fate by Bitmap Bureau, coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and Switch 2. I'm gonna get really good at saying that.
Yeah.
Eventually, just naming all the consoles in a row.
And then one day I'm gonna like change up the
order.
Change up the order just to throw you off. Yeah. Once you get really good at it, I'm gonna do that to you. Then on
you bastard.
December 15th, we've got Tomba 2: The Evil Swine Returns Special Edition by Whoopi Camp and Limited Run Games, coming to PC, PS5, Switch, and Switch 2.
Oh yeah. Then December 16th, we've got Ubel Gardens by Nova Games, coming out for PC. Then the same day, we've got The Rogue Prince of Persia by Evil Empire, coming out for Switch and Switch 2.
Then on December 17th, we've got Let Deco by Grikuda, coming to PC. I hope I pronounced all that right. And then Sniffin' for Bones by Saint Sausage. I love that.
I like that.
Coming to
Sniffing for
PC.
bones.
Coming to PC. And that's all we've got for this week. Anything here for you?
Nah. I didn't get a chance to check anything out to see if it appeals to my eyes.
Well, just as a word of caution here for anybody, Code Violet. People are warning against getting this one right away. Apparently, their last game was dog shit, like absolute abysmal dog shit.
Really?
You know, yeah, like the meme. What's his name? Yeah, this name was they were calling it shovelware. It was buggy, unpolished. The trailer looked way better than the game turned out to be. And also the PC community took offense to the devs saying that they didn't want to release this game on PC because they don't want modders to make the main character hypersexual or vulgar in any way. Which is kind of strange, if you ask me, because if you watch the release date trailer when you get a chance, you'd be forgiven to not even notice that there are fucking dinosaurs in this game, because the main focus at any given moment in that trailer is the main character's ass. So,
no.
And if you buy the deluxe edition, you'll get some bonus outfits that are all pretty yeah. So
what an odd thing to say.
I know. I'm not exactly sure where these guys draw the line, to be honest.
That is
kind of weird, but okay. Yeah. Whatever, it's your game, you do what you want, man. Terminator 2D looks fucking dope. That one I might want to grab on the Switch. Definitely looks like a Switch game. And look at that, Tomba 2, man.
Tomba 2.
That was referred to as a criminally underrated game by one of our write-ins in a previous episode. So
was that Gary?
It was Gary. Yep.
I think that was Gary. Yeah.
Outside of that, nothing really here for me this week either. So.
Alrighty, shall we move on to the Freebie Forecast?
Let's move on to the Freebie Forecast.
Freebie Forescan. Epic Games Store. This week's free game won't be available until after the Game Awards, but it's likely going to be announced during the show.
I'm assuming it's going to be some brand new announcement that's shadow dropped today, and it's going to be free on the Epic Games Store for a limited time. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it is.
GTA 6. I kid. I'm just joshing.
I jest. All right. Xbox Game Pass, nothing new this week, but in case you missed it, since we were off the last 2 weeks, they added on December 10th Mortal Kombat 1 by NetherRealm Studios for premium and ultimate subscribers. And then on December 11th, they added Bratz with a Z, like the little dolls, right?
Yes. Rhythm
and Style by Reco Technology for premium and ultimate subscribers. What do we got for PlayStation?
Thank you, Tony.
No problem.
PlayStation Plus. December 12th, we've got Military Logistics Simulator by Nano Games for PS5. PS5 for extra and premium subscribers.
PlayStation Plus. I wish I could do that naturally.
Yeah. Add it into your speech.
Yeah, I would love that. I'm gonna practice that. So one of these days when PS Plus is on my plate, I'm gonna the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nintendo Switch Online added to the classics library on December 1st. All right, we got Ninja Gaiden 2, The Dark Sword of Chaos by Tecmo for NES Classics, Battletoads by Rare, NES Classics.
What? Battletoads?
Yeah, dude. Apparently the hardest game in existence, according to some people. I don't know, man. Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters by Nintendo for Game Boy Classics, and Bionic Commando by Capcom for Game Boy Classics.
Sweet.
Available now for the GameCube Classics library, we've got Wario World by Treasure. Gotta have a PS2. A Switch 2 to play that one, though. Gotta have a Switch 2.
No, I have one.
Yeah. So no Wario World for me. Oh yeah, did I say that was a GameCube Classic? Yes, I did. Okay.
Yes.
And then December 17th, still upcoming, We've got Rayman 2, The Great Escape by Ubisoft Montreal for Switch and Switch 2, and Tonic Trouble by Ubisoft Montreal for Switch and Switch 2. I didn't put which classics library those belong in. So, unless you know.
I think it was N64. They're N64 titles.
All right, we're going to say N64.
No, they are. I guarantee it.
Okay, cool. And then finally on December 4th, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, they added 7 tracks to the Nintendo Music app. And then on December 8th, the soundtrack for Yoshi's Crafted World, which turned out to be 53 tracks, was also added.
Damn.
What are you playing, Oscar?
Me, I haven't had the chance to play much these past couple weeks because me and Tanya have been very busy. I did, however, just finish Jak and Daxter before we recorded this podcast.
Nice.
I was at the Lava Canyon, I believe, the level right before the Citadel. I did everything 100%, made my way through the Citadel, made it to the very top, got my last precursor. Oh my god, there's the orbs, and then there's, what are the little eggs called? I forgot what they are.
I've never played Jak and Daxter, so I really can't help you here, man.
Shoot.
Fuck it, just call them the little eggs.
Ooh, I got the little eggs, the little precursor egg thingies. I got all 2,000 of them in the game, and then all the scout flies. You come across them pretty frequently, so they're hard to miss. So they just have like a really bright ring around them, the little egg, so they're easy to see with the decomp. But yeah, this is the decomp that I'm playing, and I finished, and I got the secret ending with the 100 precursor orbs, 101 technically, but it wasn't anything substantial, like. It wasn't anything too crazy.
Still, you 100% completed the game, and
for the first time.
You've never done that before.
I've never done it before. Because as a kid, I was too stupid to do it. I would so we beat the game, and I remember the last precursor orb that I needed to collect was the one where you're in the mine, and it's like on a really high rock, and you have to use the yellow eco to like shoot it, and then it comes out, and then you can collect it. I was never able to do that fast enough as a kid, so I kind of just gave up and years later, I never did it. Now I've done it, and now I can say I 100%ed Jak and Daxter. It's not a very difficult thing to do.
Still.
Honestly.
Still, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And last time you spoke about this, you were saying that once you were done with Jak 1, you were looking to jump into the second one. Is that still the case?
Yes, I'm gonna move into Jak 2, the decomp project as well. Even though it's not 100% like complete, so I'm kind of like
it's 100% playable, though, right?
Yeah, you can play it 100%, but with like bugs and stuff here and there.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard online, it's like you don't even notice anything really. Yeah, I might jump into that next.
Nice.
And then I still got games in the backlog, and then games that I want to play. Like I was really looking forward to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Yeah. And I haven't picked it up yet.
You haven't bought it?
I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, I've been hearing some mixed feedback about that one as well. A lot of folks really like it. A lot of folks really don't. And not too many folks in the middle, really.
Yeah. I hear the reason that is, though, is because it's a Metroid Prime game. And so if you're familiar with how those games play out, if you're a fan of Metroid Prime, you're going to love it. If you're not much of a fan of Metroid Prime, it's really 50-50. You're either going to really love it or really hate it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's true to format. It's not anything too crazy that they changed about it.
Okay. All right. Well, but yeah, that's on your radar at some point. But yeah, like you said, your backlog. I remember you started up Claire Obscure, never finished that one.
Never finished that. Although I think I am pretty far along in the story.
And then you were playing a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima with the lady.
Yep. Gotta pick that up again. And then on my Switch too, I was playing Octopath Traveler, and I really wanna.
That's right.
I'm challenging myself to sit down and go through that one.
Yeah.
But the dialogue, man, the dialogue puts me to sleep.
Yeah, then I would save that one for when you're in the mood, man, because that one you can definitely just pick up and go. Whereas the other ones seems like you might wanna just focus on one for a bit. Yeah. Yeah. I myself, I'm all over the fucking place with my gaming as well. I played the absolute fuck out of this game called Ball Pit, and I don't want to talk about it right now because I'm going to be talking a lot about it in a later episode. So yeah, outside of Ball Pit, I just recently got two games that start with the words Slay the. Can you think of the two games I'm talking about before I spill the beans? Slay the Spire? That is one of them, yes.
And another game that starts with Slay the?
Uh-huh.
Slay the Spire.
It's one of the highest rated games on Steam. I didn't know it was on the Switch. I ended up getting it on the Switch.
No, I don't know. Nothing comes to mind.
Slay the Princess. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm playing.
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, I just started both of them yesterday. So I don't have much to say about them. But Slay the Spire, I heard that if you like Ball Pit, this would be a really great. It's a little deck builder, roguelite. Very, very highly regarded. And there is a second one in the works coming, so I figured, hey, why not? I think it was on sale for like $5, and I was like, fine, fuck it, let's give it a shot. And I really like what I've played so far, but I haven't gotten too far, so don't have much to say there, unfortunately. And then on the side of Slay the Princess, that game is really cool. It's how do you put this? Well, it's completely like a story-based game, choice-based. And it's a horror game, and really that's all I feel comfortable saying about it, because I would hate to spoil even the slightest thing about it. It's fun so far, and it's actually stuck in Chelsea's mind. She can't wait to get back to it. Like we were sitting on the couch yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna try this game. It's a little horror game. Let's give it a shot. And she was like, all right, just kind of like half-heartedly, like, all right, let's check it out, right? Sure. And within moments, she's just like glued to the TV, and now like this morning, she can't wait to get back to it. She's like, I want to keep playing.
What are we playing next?
Yeah. So that's really surprising to me. But yeah, story-based, horror, choice-based. That's all I want to say about it. That's all I'm ever going to say about it, aside from I really like it so far, because you really should go into this game blind. And that's what was recommended through other reviews as well. Just go into it blind. If you ever get a chance, and that sounds like the kind of game you can get into, you might be in for a treat. So yeah, but that's all I got this week, really.
I've heard of this game.
Yeah.
Slay the Princess.
Slay the Princess.
And I spoiled myself.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Well, fuck. All right.
Yeah,
well,
I wasn't ever gonna play it, but I watched the video essay on it.
Okay. Well, I'm finding all this stuff out for the first time, and it's really cool so far. I haven't gotten too far, so I'm just not gonna say anything else. Just that it's really cool, and I dig it. And look into it.
Yeah. It's so, to bring up this thing that you said again. It's so funny that women really enjoy watching men play these like story games, or I guess their significant others play these story games, because my wife is the same way, and I've heard stories of other couples having the same thing, where a guy will be playing something like God of War or Ghost of Tsushima in the background, and like his lady's just completely invested in the story and everything. Like they won't play the game, but they'll tune in every time they play the game, My wife's the same way. She really enjoys like kind of those cinematic story type games. Like when we were playing Silent Hill F, she was completely enthralled with the story and everything. And now we're kind of doing the same thing with Ghost of Tsushima. She really enjoys like the scenery and like all the cutscenes and everything, but she doesn't want to play it herself.
Right. Yeah, I can say the same is definitely true for Chelsea for the most part. If a game has too many mechanics outside of just like punch, kick, and like Mortal Kombat type shit, or like Detroit Become Human, walk around and interact with people. If it's more complicated than that, but she's interested in the story, she'll watch me play. Like with what was it? Baldur's Gate 3. She saw me playing Baldur's Gate 3 by myself, and she was really enjoying what she was seeing. So we started up a character together, and I was like, all right, anytime a choice is present, you make the decision and I'll play the game. We'll see how it goes. And we didn't get too far. It's a really long game, and there's a lot to it. So, but still, like, yeah, there are moments in it, and it seems like this is gonna be kind of one of those games. I want her to just kind of like make all the decisions, but I guess what we decided on for Slay the Princess is that we're like, she's gonna make a choice, the next one's mine, next one's hers, next one's mine, next one's hers.
Oh, you go back and forth.
Yeah. So nice. So yeah, we're just, and I'm like, don't think too hard on it. Let's just go with it, But there's little things that we're noticing that we wonder if it's gonna come back, and like, hey, we noticed something. Maybe we should consider that for next time, and this and that. I'm trying to be as vague as I can, and it's probably gonna sound really boring, so I'm just gonna move on.
Okay. Because I was going to ask you. Yeah, I was going to ask you more questions about the game, but
it's better.
Like my questions would probably spoil some of the story a bit.
Yeah, it's better to be vague, and vague tends to sound boring after a while. So I just want to say it's not as boring as I'm making it sound. It's really cool. But yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
let's move on then.
Yes,
the news
indeed.
and rumor mill. Number one, we've got Netflix has agreed to acquire the streaming and studio division of Warner Brothers Warner Brothers Discovery, excuse me, for $82.7 billion. Good Lord, how do you have that kind of fucking money? This secures not only a vast collection of film and TV intellectual property, including the DC Universe, Harry Potter, and the entire HBO catalog, but also the entire Warner Brothers Games division. This means studios like Rocksteady, the people that worked on the Batman Arkham series, NetherRealm Studios, Mortal Kombat, and Injustice, and Avalanche Software that worked on Hogwarts Legacy, will soon be developing titles as a part of Netflix roster. This deal was challenged by a hostile takeover bid from Paramount Skydance, which offered WBD shareholders $30 per share for the entire company. However, according to Bloomberg, the board recommended that its shareholders reject the bid, stating they're going to proceed with the sale of streaming and studio assets to Netflix. The acquisition is set to finalize in late 2026. Tony, what does this mean for gamers?
Well, before we dive in, actually, Buttery Croissant wrote in about this topic, so let me add his thoughts to the mix. He says, I personally don't think Netflix bought those companies for gaming in the slightest. It's too late to compete with Xbox and Steam. I think they did it to acquire movie studios that can film proper movies as compared to normal Netflix movies. The rights to those franchises will also add to their revenue and open them up to real-world attractions like that of Universal Studios Orlando and such. Thanks for writing in, Mike. Always appreciate it, buddy.
I didn't even consider that. That's true.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say real quick, you turned out to be 100% on the money with assuming they couldn't give a fuck less about the gaming division. They said so during a recent conference. They were like, yeah, they do some great work, but in the grand scheme of things, it's relatively minor. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's essentially what they said.
But they couldn't give a shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that sucks.
I'm kind of all over the place with this. Like, so where my mind goes, so even though our friend Buttery Croissant was like kill shot accurate in his write-in, the lingering question I'm seeing here is, what does Netflix plan on doing with them, right? So, like, do you think they would just let them continue on doing what they're doing with little to no interference? Do you think they'll get shut down if they're not like putting out mega banger after mega banger? Like, that is a good question. I don't think they're gonna sell them or shut them down or anything like that. But do you?
Worst case scenario, they get shut down. Best case scenario, they'll probably be, I guess this isn't really best case, but most likely what I think will happen is they'll just be repurposed if they can. Maybe some people will lose their jobs. I could totally see that happening, especially since this buyout includes debt that's kind of left over from Warner Brothers. That's most likely what's going to happen. Best case scenario, they just let them do whatever they want and continue putting out games. But I'm leaning more towards that middle option where they just kind of repurpose them.
Yeah.
Put them in other projects.
Yeah. If they keep them, which I'm totally expecting they will, they will own some of the industry's top studios. You know, NetherRealm sells crazy numbers. Rocksteady made some of the most celebrated superhero games ever with the Arkham games. Avalanche's Hogwarts game it was the highest selling title that year. I forget what year, 2023 maybe. And Netflix prefers to keep their content exclusive to streaming, so I would assume that they would add each studio's library to the Netflix game service. I wasn't really familiar with that until recently. They just added Red Dead Redemption to that service, and basically you can stream these games to phones and tablets and play them at no extra charge outside of the normal subscription fee for Netflix,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting little addition to their service. I kind of wonder if they'll be as stingy as WB was with that Nemesis system that Monolith made for the Mordor games. You remember that? Like, they patented that game mechanic, the Nemesis system.
Yeah,
and
nobody can use it ever again. Yeah, but they never did anything with.
Exactly, they never did anything with it. So hopefully Netflix will do something with it, or at least license it out so other devs could use it.
They probably don't care.
But yeah,
it wouldn't benefit. It wouldn't benefit them anything, I think, to do that.
To just hold on to it and let it rot, or to give it out to other license
to give it out to to license it out.
Yeah, so it's most likely just gonna sit there and rot.
It's gonna rot. Yeah, unfortunately, but I'm thinking of it through the mind of, what would I do if I just, if I don't care about video games and I just want your TV shows and your movies, your studios to produce things for me. It's like, probably
not really thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and to bring it back to the point that you made, like, people are going to probably lose their job. That usually comes with big acquisitions like this. So people usually lose their jobs, and they usually jack up the price of their service. So
that's my fear as well.
Yeah. They got to make all this money back, so they're going to cut costs anywhere they can when it comes to.
They're going to make us pay for it.
Right. Got to foot the bill somewhere, and when it comes to, you were saying they were probably going to repurpose the studios, and that seems pretty accurate because most of their gaming division focuses on mobile first. So that would be really sad to see the likes of Rocksteady and NetherRealm and Avalanche and TT Games is another one that they're going to own. It'd be really sad to see them just making mobile first games, but yeah, that's very possible that they just shift them over to that.
I wonder how good those games play though on streaming.
According to the video I watched, they're pretty good. It's just depends on the power of the tablet or the
device that you're using.
The device, yeah. But still, if they make them with that in mind first, it's a bit of a bummer. Kind of. The studios don't really mean much to me nowadays, so yeah. But I'm one person, I'm sure that's gonna be a bummer to a lot of other people if they continue with that. But yeah, they might even stop making physical editions of their games since they're married to that whole subscription business model,
Make it a subscription. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Subscribe to Netflix and you can play the newest Arkham game in the series.
The next Hogwarts Legacy game or whatever. Like,
yeah.
You can't buy it.
Wow, that's crazy. No physical, just straight up stream it to us.
I'm just pulling that out of my ass, by the way, but it's very possible that they do that.
Yeah. I believe it. I would believe it.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, in terms of games, this acquisition just makes me more wary of what these studios are going to be putting out in the future. And I'm not a subscription kind of guy, so if that's the only way to play their future titles, they can count me out.
Me too.
Yeah, there's too much out there for me to care that much about these guys.
To kind of put a positive to this has nothing to do with the games, but more for like the movies and the shows. The only like thing that I could spin in a positive way is that this kind of just condenses it down. Instead of having the 2 or 3 different subscription services, now we can get it all in the one, Netflix, the one monopolized Netflix service. So now we won't have to worry about finding these things on like HBO Max or any other streaming service. We'll have it all just there.
Yeah.
Easily accessible.
Yeah.
That's honestly the only thing I could think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, but if expect the fee to go through the roof. I'm assuming because HBO by itself is what, like somewhere between $10 and $20, I think. I don't have HBO, but still, it's like that plus whatever Netflix is at, and if they marry those together, maybe you get Netflix and now there's like a little section for just HBO stuff within Netflix.
Yeah, kind of like how Hulu does it with like Disney.
Right, if they just fuse those libraries together, I wonder if
pay extra to get like HBO Max.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's gonna jack up somewhere, but something to look forward to, I guess. More rising prices.
Yup.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
I'm ready to move on to this next one, though. This is another big one.
Me too, bud. Let's get it.
All right. Number 2. AI data centers are cropping up everywhere, and their demand for computer components is leading to jacked up costs for gamers across all platforms. The market for consumer-grade memory and storage is being affected as manufacturers prioritize highly profitable, high-bandwidth memory and specialized chips required for AI servers. For PC gamers, once affordable components like RAM and SSDs have seen prices surge by over 100%, with industry leaders warning that this shit could last for years. The console market is feeling it too, as the high cost of memory chips is expected to prevent the usual mid-cycle price cuts for existing platforms like the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. On the contrary, Sony and Microsoft have actually issued price hikes recently, with another likely on the way in the coming months for Nintendo too. once again increasing the barrier of entry for all consumers. I stumbled over that like so bad, but yeah,
it's okay. Kind of later in the show.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm losing it. For first time back in 2 weeks. Give me a break. But yeah, I have another write-in here from Buttery Croissant to set us up. He says, let's go over here. All right, I planned on building my custom PC next year. Problem is AI. Because of AI and the power it takes, the price of RAM is tripling or even quadrupling in some cases. This makes it hard to keep the price of my PC lower. Do you think AI and its need for computing power would eventually cripple the PC gaming community? That is a really good question. As always. As always, great question. Thank you, brother, for writing in. We really appreciate that. So let me throw that over to you. Oscar, you love building PCs, so I know you frequently window shop for parts.
Hi.
What are you seeing out there, man?
It's gotten pretty expensive, honestly, especially with RAM and even like GPUs nowadays, since a lot of card manufacturers are kind of moving away from consumer production and kind of moving towards AI instead. It's getting crazy, and honestly, I don't see it going down for a couple of years, unfortunately. My only potentially positive take on this is that the demand continues to grow from these companies for semiconductor chips to make these products, and that will ramp up manufacturing. Maybe, hopefully, we get more plants, outsourced, or maybe here in the US to kind of help drive the cost down, but I don't see that happening for a very long time.
Yeah, neither do I, dude.
Because I know there is a TSMC? I think it's TSMC plant opening here in Arizona soonish. But I'm thinking we're going to need a lot more to be able to get these chips, because we basically outsource them from, where is it, Taiwan? I think Taiwan, they primarily specialize with that.
I don't know.
And they can't keep up with production sometimes. That was the whole thing back in 2020. There was kind of the same situation. There was like a RAM price hike because so many companies were investing their money in hardware, and especially since everybody was home, they needed to run their servers, so they bought up basically everything. But yeah, I don't see a fix for this. It'll take a couple of years. The demand is there, obviously, so they're gonna have to ramp up production. That's my prediction.
Yeah,
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that's honestly all I can think of.
No, I do agree with that sentiment. Like I don't think these companies are going to spend the profit they're making on building manufacturing plants that focus only on consumer grade shit, because that's not where the money is. I think they want this shit to last as long as fucking possible, And so the PC ecosystem is definitely going to suffer and probably won't see much growth while this lasts.
No, not on the consumer side.
It doesn't seem like there's really any path out of this except through it. We just got to get to the other side, wherever that is.
You got to suffer through it. And then you may see some price hikes with other like hardware as well, like with the Xbox, the PS5, the Switch. You're definitely going to see some price hikes pretty soon here. Yeah,
probably, man. Yeah. Like you mentioned with the RAM kits, I've seen some going for the same price as a PS5.
Yeah. I saw a kit when I went to Micro Center for like $1,000. It was a 2-stick kit.
Dude. Yeah. Crazy, dude.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah. So unless you're very fortunate with your discretionary income, I can see this forcing PC gamers to stick to what they have for a lot longer than they mean to. And same with console owners. Like if you're without and you want to get into any particular gaming ecosystem, you may have to look at the secondhand market pretty soon in order to find something within your budget. When it comes to pre-built PCs and laptops, you're more likely to find some savings with the pre-builts, while the inventory lasts. Because from what I've found, they tend to buy components in large quantities, so before they build these pre-builts. So if they did that before the price started hiking, you might find some deals there.
You get that bulk price special.
Yeah, for as long as it lasts. So you might want to jump on that soon. I don't know if you really want to upgrade your shit.
Pre-builts seem to be at the top of their game right now, actually. I think that's what most people are recommending people do, is to buy a pre-built computer, because you can get a really good deal with really strong hardware.
Yeah. The both of my gaming PCs are both laptops. I gave my old one to Chelsea when I bought this, the Rogue. was it the Rogue Strix or whatever, Asus Rogue Strix. Really nice, really fucking great, dude. And I'm totally happy. It keeps me happy with all my gaming needs, and it's a powerhouse when it wants to be. So that's dope. But yeah, I'd like to think that this situation would force better optimization for the hardware that's already in people's hands at the very least. I even entertain the thought that if consumers are being priced out of upgrading hardware on a massive scale, it might be a good thing. You know, like it that might sound stupid, but I think that the machines that are currently on the market are powerful enough to do some really impressive shit. And the longer that developers spend time working with them, the more efficient they'll be with them. You know, like if you were to take, let's say, the PS3, for example, you look at Uncharted 1 and then look at Uncharted 3, you know, it looks like Uncharted 3 belonged on a different console. It's like, holy fuck, a huge difference between just those games. And it's because they spent a lot of time with the hardware and they learned how to utilize its quirks and the power that it did have. And they were better at it over time. So, but in the world as it exists today, the biggest studios are constantly chasing state-of-the-art presentation, and it's taking some of them the entire generation to figure it out and put out a single title, and then it's on to learning another machine to start the cycle over. So, you know, but imagine that if the PS5, for example, was all we were going to get for the next 15 to 20 years, I think the studios would be very efficient at working with it and learning to get around limitations rather than just seeking more power from the next generation, you know?
Yeah, plus they can kind of just build up their assets.
Right, and move those forward. Yeah, and the optimization would be great. So I don't know. That's just, you know, fantasy, living in a fantasy. That's never going to happen. But still, hopefully better optimization comes from this. I don't know. Maybe.
That kind of brings up a pretty good question. Do you think this would hurt future generations of hardware? Like, would it delay the PlayStation 6?
Yeah, I kind of thought of that as well. Like, yeah, if they have all their components already figured out and they're starting to put the machines together and test them and all this stuff, and it turns out that they can't put it on the market for the price that they think would be attractive to the masses, yeah, they might delay it, and we might be stuck with the PS5 for a lot longer than most people want. But I'm cool with that. Let the fucking developers develop stuff here for longer so that they get better at it. Because it is a fucking powerhouse. It is a fucking powerhouse, especially compared to what we were used to. And if you compare the PS5 to PS4 to PS3 to PS2, and it's like in those generations we were getting a lot more games from first party studios. They were putting them out faster because they were learning the systems, and maybe, I don't know. It's just, I think it's just that people expect way too much. Like, you put out God of War, and then God of War Ragnarok needs to be on another level, holy fucker of holy fuckery. Big maps and better visuals. And I remember people were complaining that the getting into the boat animation was the same as the first game. And I'm like, really? That's what people fucking care about? Really?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
It was fantastic. They just kind of built on whatever they had, you know?
Yeah.
Ragnarok was fantastic, but not because it was like more grandiose than the first one. It was because it played very much similarly like the first one. They just added more mechanics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, different, good story, more mechanics, you know, but pretty much the same game.
Yeah, continue the game on. It wasn't like a massive leap in visuals or anything, but it was great. It was So I don't know. I think getting stuck with a console generation for longer wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing. I just think a lot of people would be pissed off about that. But you know, all this kind of makes me just kind of second guess getting the Steam machine once it releases. It might actually cost a lot more than any of us originally thought, you know?
Yeah.
I really wanted to get one of those or a Steam Deck or upgrade to a Switch 2, but right now isn't a good time for all that in my life. And by the time it is, I don't know if I'd want to spend the asking price, you know, whatever it might be. It's
kind of a scary time because it feels like we're almost getting pushed out of the hobby that we love the most. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're getting kind of priced out of a lot of shit if you wait. And I kind of wonder if our buddy Croissant is willing to look at pre-built PCs or the secondhand market for components, or if he's just going to pay whatever he has to in order to build the rig he wants to build. You know? So let us know, bud. Want to know, man. Like, what are you willing to do? Are you willing to throw down the extra hundreds or thousands in order to make the one that you want, or I don't know, man. Just suck it up. Jump on a pre-built.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, whatever it takes, man. Over time. But I've got nothing else for this if you don't.
Nah, I think I've said too much.
All right, sounds good. Let's move on.
All right. For number 3, we've got European ratings board PEGI, PEGI, officially rated Assassin's Creed Black Flag, resynced as PEGI 18. The rating included the content descriptors violence, bad language, and in-game purchases, confirming that the modernized version will feature microtransactions. While no platforms or release date were listed, the PEGI submission suggests an official reveal from Ubisoft is imminent, with reports suggesting this project is a substantial remake that will feature updated RPG-like mechanics and new pirate-era content, potentially launching before March 31st, 2026. Tony, what are RPG-like mechanics?
Probably shit from the newer Assassin's Creed games that a lot of people didn't like, but I don't know, man.
No.
I don't know, man. At first, I was just kind of worried about that mention of in-game purchases, but then I looked into it, and apparently the original game had them as well. And I played the whole fucking game and I had no idea. So as long as they're just as non-intrusive with my booty plundering, I'm all over this. I'm all over this shit, bro.
Yeah, I've never played. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna show it off tonight
at the Game Awards. I would believe it. Yeah, I would think so. It'd be the perfect place to do it.
Yeah, I'm so excited, man. So I know you never played the first one. You like you some pirate shit. This game is awesome. So if the remake is faithful and just better visuals and stuff like that, like, oh my god, dude, this is exciting. This could be a big one for you, man.
Be a good time to jump in for some booty plundering.
Fuck yeah, dog. Fuck yeah. I wanted to throw that in the news and rumors because it's exciting. It is
exciting. I hear this one is really good.
It is.
It's almost everyone's favorite.
Yeah, I'd still take the Ezio games, but this one's fucking awesome. It's really, really good. So
hell yeah, I can't wait to check it out. Yeah, because I think I will be playing this one. I love me some pirate games.
Good shit. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it as long as it turns out that these in-game purchases aren't, like, hey, we made this grind ridiculous, so you had to pay us some extra money to get through the game.
Do you think this is like a remake or is it a remaster? Did they give it a facelift, or like you think it's going to be a completely new experience?
I think it might be a little bit of both, because if they're adding a bunch of mechanics that weren't in there, that could be argued as a remake. And then they were also saying the last time we spoke about it that they were taking out some of that downtime where you're walking through the building and what the fuck was that? The Animus, like outside of the Animus or whatever, like they're taking that out according to that rumor. So that also kind of sounds more like remake. Yeah. I don't know how much further than that they're going to go. Like, are they going to tweak some of the missions, add more missions and things like that, add more areas? But it seems like we're gonna find out more really, really soon.
Very
potentially
soon.
in the next few hours. So I don't know. So, man, I'm just excited.
I can't wait. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out for you.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
You guys will find out at the same time we do.
Hell yeah. Ready to move on?
Yes, let's go down to the community corner, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and the question of the week: which reveal at the Game Awards has you the most hyped? Let us know and we'll read your responses on our next episode after our holiday break.
And you can also talk with us about anything. Any comments, questions, critiques, or suggestions are all very welcome. So hit us up.
Hi.
All right, let's glitch the fuck out of here.
Should we glitch out of here?
I was gonna say yeah, because the last time we recorded, we asked what everyone was gonna buy during the Black Friday sales, and we got jack shit, and I didn't get anything either. I don't think Slay the Spire and Slay the Princess really count in that because it was outside of the Black Friday deals.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't get anything either.
Okay, so yeah, so we're moving over. We're just glossing over that question.
Yeah.
Let's just get out of here.
No, wait, did anybody give us replies for that one or not really?
It's basically the same thing. Like, I didn't get jack shit. It's just like, all right, cool.
Black Friday was kind of lackluster this year.
Yeah.
Again.
We're putting our money elsewhere, everybody. Mm-hmm. All right, let's glitch out of here, brother.
All right, be sure to check us out on TikTok and Instagram at Glitch Ass Entertainment. We're also on Spotify for your auditory pleasure. Please consider leaving us a good review. I haven't shit my pants at all this entire time. That deserves some recognition. Please.
Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay informed on more glitch-ass content. Until next time, keep gaming and glitching. See ya.
I had to go stone cold for that one because I was going to just... I wanted to read it out in just one continuous line. I didn't want to break in between. Oh, man. You almost got me with that one.
All right.